Dillon is in the thick of it, man. Now, again, like not many third round picks come in, get first team reps early and start. We're judging Dillon on like, can he come in and start right away? Which I do understand why some people are like, he's very maxed out. He's older. He's got a ton of college reps. And if he was going to step in and not dominate, but be competent, it should be quick. I would say I'm a little disappointed.
Man, when Shedeur Sanders hit the field for Cleveland's first preseason game, it was a whole movie. Dillon Gabriel? He didn't just take it bad. He had a full-blown meltdown mixed with a midlife crisis vibe, sprinkled with high school-level jealousy that you could smell from the cheap seats. Was it pure rage?
Sanders next. We're going to start with the reports that Dillon Gabriel had a weekend he would probably like to forget. Everyone who was out there on Friday said it was a rough practice for Dillon. On Saturday, he got even more first-team reps with Kenny Pickett out of the equation, still recovering from the hamstring injury, and Shedeur Sanders sitting out with arm soreness, which we'll talk about later. Zach Jackson of The Athletic, Jason's coworker, a contributor here on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, wrote this in his 9 takeaways through the first 9 days of practice. Zach said, quote, "With the 2 rookie quarterbacks, there's a clear order. Gabriel, the third-round pick, goes ahead of Sanders and gets more total reps."
Karma didn't just show up. It came swinging like it had unfinished business. You could almost hear the universe whisper, "That's enough, Dillon." While Coach Kevin Stefanski blinked twice, shook off the glitter, and finally made the call everyone was waiting for. Let Shadow cook. And by cook, we mean set the entire fan base on fire like a 4th of July barbecue gone wrong. Cleveland, a city that usually treats preseason games like background noise, suddenly had buzz. The type of buzz you get when some TikTok influencer accidentally leaks the team's secret playbook. Why? Because URA Sanders ain't just a quarterback. He's a headline-making machine with a rocket arm and a swagger setting permanently stuck on legendary. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel was over there turning training camp into his own personal soap opera, messy and loud, stormy exits, sulking on the sidelines, and locker room energy so toxic, teammates probably thought about putting in early retirement papers. But all that brooding, all those shade-filled press quotes, gone in a single power move. Stefanski finally chose skill over sulks, confidence over chaos, shadow over the drama king. And honestly, who's even surprised?
He's getting his shot right now, and he's dropping the ball. Like, dude looking. I don't. The way Dillon Gabriel out there playing ball right now, I don't understand that. Missing.
Looks like he don't know the offense or something. He ain't got no chemistry with nobody.
Dillon Gabriel is getting his chance right now for real to make a statement, and he's dropping the ball. He's dropping the ball in front of everybody's face. Let's just call it what it is. Let's call it down the middle. You just said it looked like he ain't got no chemistry. Cliff just said he looked uncomfortable. You said he looked uncomfortable. It's the truth. He's getting his shot right now. And
Gabriel's me-first vibe has been more exhausting than a 3-hour phone call with that one aunt who blasts speakerphone in the middle of a crowded cafe. This man spent more time practicing touchdown dances in the mirror than taking real reps with the second string. Meanwhile, Shadow, ice cold, locked in, laser focused, like an assassin who also just happens to have an endorsement deal and his own fan club. For Cleveland, this is new territory. For once, Browns fans aren't tuning in out of some weird pain-loving loyalty. They're actually hyped. Shadow starting feels like the trailer for a Super Bowl blockbuster. Except it's still preseason. Fans are snapping up merch like it's a Black Friday doorbuster, and ticket prices tripled overnight. StubHub might need riot gear. Social media is on fire. Instagram clips of his warm-up throws already have more views than the entire QB room did last season. Twitter's a war zone of hot takes. One fan swears they saw divine light bounce off his helmet. Another claims the ball rotated 4 extra spins in midair, whatever that even means. And the Cleveland broadcasters? They haven't been this giddy since LeBron's homecoming. The suits are crisp, the graphics got a major glow up, and somebody even greenlit a hype video voiced by a guy who sounds way too much like Morgan Freeman. Shadow didn't just get the keys to the offense. He got the parade float, backup dancers, and a full fireworks crew. Meanwhile, Gabriel, bless his salty heart, is trying to play it cool.
Okay, y'all. So another day of training camp has been completed. Flacco 11 for 18 with 1 touchdown. Dillon Gabriel struggles again today. 11 for 22 with a touchdown though. But I seen that a lot of fans were upset with him and his incompletions, which I mean 50% it's not gonna win you games. That's the thing. Like with this, it's not gonna win you games. Shedeur did not practice today. He had an arm soreness and was held out. Pickett was on the field again today, but was held out again because of
But even his Instagram filters can't hide it. Word is, he's been wandering the facility with that lost in the sauce energy, asking coaches if they saw his reps or if the depth chart's still being decided, while a giant QB1 tag with Shedeur Sanders is basically glowing in the locker room. The whiteboard slip up? Nah, that was just a typo in the script of destiny. This man's radiating left-on-read group chat energy, and the wild part? The kid can actually ball. This ain't rocket science, it's football. And UR makes it look like straight-up art in motion. Want to make the rest of the league look bad? Mission accomplished. Sure, it's just preseason, but you'd never know it from the chaos it's causing. The Browns team shop? Completely sold out of Shadow jerseys. ESPN sneaking Cleveland highlights into national broadcasts like it's 2007 all over again. Some poor intern at NFL.com had to scrap and rebuild the Browns homepage because the old version didn't scream generational talent loud enough. Even the team photographers are eating good. Every snap of Shadow walking onto the field looks like a glossy magazine cover. Visor gleaming, wind in his hair, cleats smashing the turf like rolling thunder. Meanwhile, Gabriel's highlight reel is just him squinting at a Gatorade cooler, absolutely savage, and the fans buzzing like they just won the lottery.
Have been good moments, some nice, downfield throws here and there. I think the things that have caught me a little off guard is the pinpoint accuracy has not been where I thought it would be. Too many misses, too many miscommunications, too many I thought he was going to be there, he was here type of reactions. And I knew the height would be a problem. It's something he's going to have to continue to navigate. It's hard. It's very hard to do. And I think that's somewhere I expected him to struggle, and that has come up. The thing I'm a little worried about is the accuracy stuff. Like when you have an answer and when you find it, he has not been consistently delivering with accuracy.
Gabriel, another poor day. 11 for 22 in training camp practices. That's not very good, and that's not a very good sign. I don't know what they're going to do with Dillon Gabriel, though. Like, I really don't know, because they're starting to throw different schemes at him, blitzes and things like that, of that sort. And it just doesn't seem like Dillon Gabriel is handling it very well. So we'll see how they do about that. Shedeur, again, arm soreness. Flacco.
People who swore they were done with the Browns after 17 failed quarterback experiments are crawling out of hiding, dusting off jerseys, and wearing them like the heartbreak never happened. Hope is back in Cleveland, legal, loud, and shining. And all it took was one man, one preseason game, and one coach finally waking up from his quarterback fever dream. Shedeur Sanders ain't just a quarterback, he's a moment maker. The kind of guy who can turn a throwaway preseason game into must-watch TV without even breaking a sweat. Or breaking into some random song and dance routine like Gabriel probably would if the roles were flipped. Yeah, Dillon Gabriel just got a karma delivery on a silver platter. But let's be real. This ain't about him anymore. Welcome to the Shedeur Sanders era. And if this is the energy he's bringing for a preseason snap, imagine the chaos when the games actually count. Cleveland's still trying to catch its breath after watching Shadow stroll onto the field like he owned the entire AFC North. But trust, it's just getting started. Shadow didn't come here to blend in. He came for a hostile takeover. We're talking full-on QB dominance. Wipe out the doubt, torch the bridge back to the bench, and turn every snap into coaching clinic footage. Laser-precise darts, flawless pocket presence, that calm swagger that says, this ain't my first rodeo, just your first time watching.
I mean, I don't ever want anybody to struggle, particularly when you're in a close race. The report I got from Friday's camp was everyone...
He's got situational mastery so cold, defensive coordinators might start filling out early retirement papers. Every drop back, every read, every frozen rope through triple coverage, it all screams the same thing. This is the guy. Meanwhile, Gabriel's stuck on the sideline clutching a Gatorade bottle like a man who just got friend-zoned by the football gods. Again. And Shadeur? He's busy building a highlight reel in real time, where every single touch somehow turns into a first down. The O-lines suddenly blocking like their moms are in the front row. Receivers are running routes with military-level precision. It's pure poetry in motion if poetry wore cleats and carried a rocket for an arm. But the thing melting the internet? It's not just the stats, it's the swagger. Shadeur doesn't need to taunt, dance, or scream into the void for clout. He's pure, calm dominance. That cold, unshakable confidence of someone who's already factored your doubt into his game plan. Haters keep recycling the same tired takes. Too flashy, too hyped, too untested. But every drive, he deletes the too and replaces it with just right. And the best part? Watching panic creep into the faces of those who bet against him. Analysts who rolled their eyes last month are now clearing their throats mid-broadcast, scrambling to rewrite their QB rankings.
Look bad.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let's dig a little deeper in this. When you say everybody looked bad, did anybody stand out as looking worse than the others? No, they all look like garbage. So now that, again, this is from a guy that I get all of my training camp reports from that I definitely trust. I said, did anybody look good? No, not on offense. They looked bad. You were out there? Were you out there?
No, I'm going today right after the show.
I couldn't go because of Channel 3 obligations, but I don't want anyone to look bad.
Doubters who swore he was just a marketing gimmick are suddenly tweeting, "Well, I always saw the potential." Sure you did. Just like sushi thrives in a hot parked car. Then there's Gabriel. Poor, overly mic'd up Gabriel. His week's been a roller coaster of, "I'm ready if the team needs me." Wrapped inside, "Why isn't the team calling me?" While Shadeur slices defenses in half, Dillon's on the sideline performing clipboard interpretive dance, whispering sweet nothings to the QB coach like he's trying to spark a romance that never existed. Cameras even caught him stretching. Just stretching. The kind of, "Hey, remember me?" stretch that screams QB2 energy. And nothing says backup vibes louder than casually working your hamstrings while your replacement drops a perfect 40-yard dime on the very next snap. And the tantrums? Oh, they've evolved. Gone are the quiet sulks in the corner. This is a whole new level of salty. Now we've got Dillon in mid-game shouting matches with teammates, scribbling on whiteboards like he's solving quantum physics in real time. Meanwhile, Shadeur's just strolling off the field, looking like he stepped straight out of a Gatorade commercial. Calm, cool, untouchable.
Start is significant, to say the least, injuries aside. Even though it's preseason, though, what is at stake for Shedeur Sanders going out there Friday as the QB1 for the Cleveland Browns?
Well, look, this is the opportunity I think we all would like to see him get in terms of having first-team reps in a game setting. Now, the problem is he hasn't taken a whole lot of reps with the first team. So as I talked about previously here, this is the kind of scenario that you don't want. You're going out there with the first team, but you haven't really repped with them. You haven't really gone through all the different calls that the quarterbacks that have been getting the majority of the ones and twos have gotten. So for him, hey, look, he may not be able to lock down the starting job with this performance, but he can definitely lose it. That's just the life of...
It all comes back to one man, one QB, one unshakable eraser of doubts. Shedeur Sanders. Over in the Gabriel camp, quiet chaos. What started as a QB competition has turned into a full-on PR rescue mission. You can practically hear his agents hammering away at the laptop right now. Dillon supports his teammates. Also, here's a clip of him grinding in the gym to Travis Scott, "Please RT." The brand's folding faster than a pop-up tent in hurricane winds. But here's the wild part. Shadeur hasn't even hit his ceiling yet. He's still ramping up, still fine-tuning.
being a late round draft pick.
Sanders will start Cleveland's Friday preseason opener. Kevin Stefanski confirmed this today and added that Tyler Snoop Huntley will be the only other quarterback to play in the game, with Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel slated to rest.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it, Unc?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. Your opportunity has presented itself. It's kind of like divine order, if y'all ask me, Unc and Ocho. You know what I mean? Like, it's like God working mysterious ways.
This isn't the final form. It's just the trailer. The feature film drops soon, and when the regular season kicks in, Cleveland's rookie starter experiment is going to look like the easiest W they've ever claimed. Give it a week, and Gabriel will probably be back on Instagram, posting moody black and white selfies with cryptic emojis, because nothing screams "I'm fine" like passive-aggressive art posts. So yeah, Shadow's about to dominate, that's a lock. The real question, how many more sideline meltdowns Gabriel has before someone just hands him a mic and tells him to start a podcast? If you're loving this breakdown, don't forget, smash that like button, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and share this with someone who needs the tea. I'll catch you in the next one.